is that social media can be such a destructive force. And it sounds like, for whatever reason, your wife is actually having some really bad haters on the line. Now, you have a very powerful tool for dealing with haters. But first of all, you have to stop reading them. That's vital. That's a vital piece of information. So, as soon as you start what you can do is you, Alfred, can read the comments first. And if it's someone saying, "Guy, you're a gold digger, you're a bitch, you're a bit, yeah, this, you're that," you don't finish those sentences, and those people like to vent. You delete it. And you go to the next one. If it says, "You know what, you're a," delete. And the next one, you delete. And the next one, delete. Don't waste time. Here's the biggest mistake that you can make with haters, and that is by thinking that they are actually putting forward a reasonable criticism or comment. They're not. They're out there to hurt you. Now, this is a bitter pill to swallow if you believe that man is basically good, woman is basically good. It's a bitter pill. But there are people out there who get their joy, get their kicks from hurting people. And at the moment, 60 comments telling your wife that she is a gold digger. How they would ever know what goes on in your wife's mind, I'll never know. But then I never know about haters. Believe me, we have been the flavour of the month on 6-7 expat sites. We've got one right now.
Yeah.
We've got one right now.
Two.
He enjoys, you use that expression very lightly, he enjoys a few hundred people watching him. And he's out there speaking with absolute conviction that we are scammers. And then he has his haters fly to his side like they are magnetized, right? And they say, yes, it's absolutely true. They're doing this, they're doing that, they're flying here, they're flying there, they're absolute evil. And they'll all cluster together like my mother used to say, excuse my language, like shit to a blanket. And they will do that. And your wife is not she's not special. You have to understand this. Tell your wife she is not special. She may think that this is specially showing what a terrible person I am. And I'm not being facetious. You have to get over to her that she's not special. When it comes to haters being drawn by their jealousy and their hatred and the poison which is poisoning their own system, their own heart, their own spirit, and they've come to hurt. And that's the only reason that they're there. They're not trying to teach her, they're not trying to help her, they're just trying to hurt her. So she needs to delete and block.
Yeah, sorry to hear about what happened to your wife, I'm sorry, Inday, whoever you are to your wife, be strong. I understand your wife, I understand your wife's feelings, because that's what I feel in the very beginning when we start our YouTube 18 months ago, because at first we don't want, the big criticism that Terence and I receive is our age gap, and about calling negative against us, scamming, scammer, bullseye,
Yeah, we felt like that we had, I used to say that, look, we don't have a target written on our chest, okay?
So, yeah, at first, that's one thing, there are times that before that I really feel bad about it, why is it there are people like that, why is it there are negative people like them, that nothing to do but just want to make a desperate life, you know, and maybe they're desperate people that wanted to share this desperate to other people, you know, their sadness to others, you know. And before, it's difficult for me to understand that until I just realized that why would I give time to think about them, you know. So what I did every time before, when I deleted it, it's come up to my mind and says, why is it there are people like that? But now it's easy for me to delete, and it says, I don't give a damn on that. I don't give a damn what the hell they are, you know. sorry, you know. And
are you sure? I mean,
you know, and sometimes
speak out if you want to.
Yeah, sometimes what I did, you know, when I read comments, when I read people criticizing us, I said to them, you know, I made a rant. I rant myself, you know. I do a rant, and Terence watching once saying and says, oh, she laughed on me because sometimes I read negative people comments and I said, what the hell of these people are? Why is it they just go to the mirror and try to look at their mirror and their face? Maybe their bad soul or their black soul will be come out and showing how negative people they are. Why is it they're just not going to the hell? Maybe there's a lot of space, you know. Sometimes I want to do that, and then
steady on, Anna. I'll talk you down, okay?
And then there is love on it, you know. Sometimes we just wanted to do videos against them, but we don't, you know, because we just realize that we don't want to go to their level, you know. As long as we know ourselves, you know, as long as we know what you know, to you, miss, to your wife, as long as you know what are you doing is right and you're in the right directions, the right path, don't mind them, because the important is you know in yourself, and God knows that you're doing good, you know, that you're not using your husband as to have money, that you're not using your husband to be with that man because of money. As long as you know that in your heart, let others think that, you know, as long as you know yourself that you're clean, then it's them, you know. You cannot control them. You cannot control others people's comments against you, but you can control yourselves how to react, you know, and don't go to their level, you know. That's my opinion, you know.
If you really want to, what you can do is you can do a murder and mutilation session where, if you want to, you can write down, well, if I could just get this guy, I'd cut his fingers off one by one, and then his toes, and then his arms, and then
yes.
make sure, and you can do this to your husband or one, and then after that,
yeah, that's what I did
that's
sometimes, you know.
That feels better.
Yeah, because that's what I did sometimes when I'm really angry, you know. I says, why isn't it? And then Dennis laughed on it and said, okay, calm down. And I said, okay, I feel good now.
And
but
I do too. Okay,
yeah,
it's not me occupying a lofty position. So yes, well, my dear, when you're as wise as me. No.
You know, so just to give you just to share you know, in our case, you know, where in your case it's in Facebook, you can delete, block that person, you know. You can, and when somebody add you, make sure that you know that person and not just someone that want to spread negativity on your Facebook account.
You can do without it.
You know, you can do without them, you know. But just to give you an insight on how I handled negativity on our channel, we got YouTube. So how I did it is, for example, somebody throw against us, doing videos against us. What I did is I just put it in my mind that bad and good is still a publicity, you know. What I'm looking in it, that the people who watch the videos will go to our channel and look what we're doing, you know. That's what I look. That's how I put at it, you know, that people can do videos against us, people can praise us, but the important is if those people who watch that channel go to our channel and look what we're doing, because all is in videos, you know. So that's how I handle it, you know. Good and bad is still a publicity, you know.
The funny
that's in marketing.
The funny thing is that when you're out there and you're taking the punishment and you're taking the hits, you think, because you're feeling in a down state, you think that other people will believe it.
Yeah.
And this is simply not true, because the truth actually does shine through. All you have to do is just keep on track. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you love your husband, you keep loving your husband.
Just show it, you know.
And showing it, and you don't behave according to a response to one of these
Yeah.
haters. You don't do that. Now, here's the thing. Of the people that hated us, that posted bad stuff, the kind of thing that you are receiving now, maybe not the same wording, but the same kind of energy, the same kind of hate. The people that saw that hate and said, I wonder what are these people about, that so many people are attacking them. So they toddle over to our site and then they see what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then when they do that, they say, I can't see what the haters are talking about. And our biggest supporters all came over from the site of our worst enemy. He must be absolutely livid because of that. But it's true. So no such thing as bad publicity as long as you stay on track.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Stay on track. Do what you do, and do it with honesty, with loyalty, with faith that the truth will come out.
Yeah, and to your wife, the best thing to do is forgive to those who message commenting to you. Just forgive them, because once you forgive them, you give favor to yourself. Because having hatred, having a pain, and having you're gonna be mad at them, it's no good to yourself.
No.
Just forgive them, and then it's just normal.
You know what they say in Hollywood, don't you? The best revenge
Is
is
ignore
success. No. Success is the best revenge.
them. Ignore.
So doing what you do and doing it great is the best way to get back, if you have to think of it as getting back. But do what you do and let all of the rest of it just wash over you. You know that expression? A very old expression, water off a duck's back, because a duck has feathers which are waterproof. So throw water on a duck and, you're kind of wasting your time. Let everything be water off a duck's back.
Yeah, and at the same time, as what others says, the best revenge is be quiet and just run as faster as you can. That's what I believe, and I believe that there's a karma to those people that throwing negativity on you. Maybe not now, but it will come. Because what you put on the store, what you put on the restaurant of karma, they're gonna eat it back. Okay?
Right. And as I said, you're not special.
Yeah.
These people
there's a lot.
don't just hate you. If you think that they've singled you out and you're the only one in their life that they hate, no. They hate so many people. Their life is full of hate.
Yeah. And
So the karma will be on their way.
yeah, and you know what? Those people are negative, throwing negativity to you because they are so negative. Because they are sad, they are lonely, they are sad, and they have nothing to do,
Sorry,
and they want
you
to
didn't
spread
say-
their negativity.
You didn't say because you are so negative then, did you?
I said
It
that,
sounded like that.
the
Because
reason they are negative.
They are
The reasons
negative,
why
okay.
they're throwing negativity to you because
Is
they are negative people.
because they are negative.
You know.
And that's right. That's what
So
they
don't
do. That's their
mind
job.
them. Don't mind them. Just ignore them because they're just nothing. They're just like
Right.
All you need to do is just thumbs up, bah.
Honey, you just thumbs up, but that's actually a
Thumbs down. In other words, delete. Forget them. If you hear you see something, just deleted it. Because what I did, if we receive email, if I receive email and from the very beginning it sounds negative, even if it's a long email, I deleted it.
Then we don't read it. We
And I
just
said-
don't read it.
And I said to Terence, I saw an email but I deleted it. And Terence says, what's that about? I said negative. He said, did you read it? I said no, just the first sentence, and I don't like it anymore, so I deleted it. And I never go back to the trash to read it.
Right.
So in other words, there are people that sending us email, deleted it without reading, because from the very beginning, no good. So in other words, don't waste time sending negative email to me or to Terence because it will never be read at the same time on comments, you know, even in Facebook, along in Facebook, delete. Okay.
Now here's
that's,
the thing.
That's my advice.
Here's the thing about the haters, is that it's not that they may be dumb, but they're not stupid, or they may be stupid, but they're not dumb. Whichever way you want to look at that. But here's what they do: they hand you a compliment, and then they subtly do the hating, right? So watch out for the transition and look at the, if you can't see it straight away, look at the overall message and find whether it's negative or positive. And if it's positive, it will reveal itself quickly. And if it's negative, it will do the same. So be paying attention and don't take in the crap.
Yeah.
Just
and,
don't take it
you know, just pray for their soul, you know, that maybe one morning they just realize that it's no good, you know, it's no good, that what they're doing is not right, you know. Just pray for their soul, and just pray for strength and also guidance, you know, and